Well, good morning, fellow beekeepers, and today what I'm going to show you is how I light my smoker. That's a question I get asked a lot by new beekeepers. We say I light my smoker, it only lasts and burns for 10-15 minutes, so before I've even really got started on my hives it's already gone out. So I thought, yeah, let's have a quick look. I made the same mistake when I first started. I could never keep my smoker alight for more than that 20 minutes, and then I was shown one way to do it, and I've done it ever since. And now my smoker, if I want it to and load it up, will probably burn for 5 or 6 hours. I think the key thing I would always say is if you spend 2 minutes getting your smoker going, it'll probably burn for 2 minutes. If you spend a good 5, maybe 10 minutes even getting your smoker going, it'll burn for hours. But I think it's not only what you do to light your smoker, but the things you put in your smoker. So what I'll show you here is what I have. I think every beekeeper has their own little blend, but this is what I have, and I'll just quickly turn the camera around. I have basically a main bucket which I carry all the time, which is a trug, and in this trug I have all sorts of little wood chippings. I have dried lavender that's been cut down. Also in here there's dried orange peel, which gives it a little bit more flavour and a bit more scent. Rather than coming home smelling like a bonfire, you come home smelling quite pleasant on occasions. There's lavender, there's dried rosemary, there's bark chippings, and we also have pine cones. These are quite big pine cones, but I find if you put one of those down the middle of the smoker, they really do help the air circulate around it. And of course the pine oil in there helps the burning process. So that's what I have. As I say, everybody's to their own. You don't have to have any of this. You can just have wood chippings, you can have, some people use sawdust, all sorts can go in there. So that's my main bucket, and in that I also then have egg boxes, old egg boxes, which I use as a starter. Then I have my smoker box itself, and in the smoker box I have my egg starters, I have my general mix, my pine cones, my orange peels, the lavender, all of that in a smaller, so I just keep refilling this. So I've always got fuel if I need it. And to light it, what I basically do is I use one of two things, either a big blowtorch or a small kitchen type blowtorch. Today I'll probably use a small kitchen type blowtorch. Handy little gadgets. You don't have to have that as personal choice, but I just find it's easier than using matches or a lighter. If it just looks as though it's going out on its first couple of goes, then you can redo it. So what do? Let's open it up. So first of all, in the bottom of the smoker, I'll start off by putting just my egg boxes, and I'll get the smoker going. I'll give it a burn, get a little fire going, because the basic of getting any smoker burning well is to get a really good base of embers. If you don't get a good base of embers, then it's not going to burn for long. So really get it burning, give it plenty of burn. That's why I have a blowtorch, because you can just keep adding to it to really get it going well. Just let it burn for a moment or so. I might add a little bit of cardboard if I think I need a little bit more to keep it going, and just pop that in, pop it in. And I also have a hive tool which I can then use to just keep popping it down. And just keep giving it a little flick, a little squeeze, just to get some air going to start building up those embers. At that point I'll normally start throwing in just a few little bits, just 1 or 2 little bits. And between each one, give it a really good bellow. Again, if the flames don't appear to be there for a moment, I just give it another quick burn to keep it down like that. And now it's starting, I can hear it actually crackling. Just gently building up that base. A little bit more of my fuel goes in. Flame comes through, the flames start coming through. We're starting to build a nice base now. A little bit more, just build her up slowly. Just keep bringing that flame, just keep encouraging that flame to come back. the flame keeps coming back, you know you're onto a winner. At this stage, if I've got them, I might add a pine cone, because that'll then start to give a little bit of oil off the pine cone, and that will start to really give it some fuel. So again, just keep it going. Going well. We've got a nice flame in there. The pine cone will start to burn. Now we've got bits of stick, more fuel, we'll pop that in. Right now it's not so important to keep seeing the flame, if you just keep it going, keep the heat. And getting those embers at the base going. Push that down a little bit. A lot of the thing with these is just keeping your fuel packed down. So if you don't, then it just won't take. Just keep pushing it down. You see there's plenty of embers. If I smoke it too fast, but those embers have proven that we've got a really good base. So in goes more fuel. Some orange peel, lavender, all sorts going in there now. And I just keep pushing that down, pat it down a little bit more. And give it another few pumps. On the wet bit we're getting smoke, which is exactly what we want. It's lovely and cool. To give you an idea, the amount of smoke that's coming off there. That's now burning really well inside. Okay, more fuel. More fuel. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. So just tamper that down. That's actually smelling quite nice as well as being. Build it up. Build it up, build it up, build it up. We're even getting flames. That shows how good the embers are. So push it down again. More fuel, a bit more orange peel goes in. Lovely stuff. Absolutely beautiful. It's actually smelling quite pleasant. It's not bonfirey. It's sweet. It's lovely. And I really, got a really waft of lavender there. There is also in there we get some leaves off various plants that dry in the garden. They go in there. Anything that will just add to that general scent. So there we are. Keep down a little bit more. And then my final thing, just to top it up, because it's nearly to the top now, with fuel. A few more chippings, lavender, sticks, twigs, lots of pine needles, pine needles in the mix, and then we close that down, knowing that we've got a good base, we've got a good smoke. That goes closed down. I can't quite seal that, but it's hard with one hand. But that's basically the gist of it. And as you can see now, we've got a smoker that's giving off plenty of smoke. And that's going to burn, I would think, probably for 4 or 5 hours at least, depending on how hard I'm sort of priming it and keeping it going. But yeah, just generally smoking, generally doing inspection, I would expect 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours. And that, folks, is how I like my smoker. Good luck with yours.